Yo, what's up guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we are doing another Creating New Football Shirts episode, and this time we're doing it on, weirdly enough, first place in La Liga at the time of recording, Girona. And I don't know why, but they just keep playing utterly amazing, and I love it. I love just seeing a random team play really well. And that's just why I decided, you know what, we're going to put them in the spotlight on this channel. So I'm going to try and make something good looking for their kit. And of course, Girona always use a white shirt with red stripes. And I just decided I wanted to try something different. Saw how weird it looked with these spikes and just decided, yeah, that's not going to be it. So I just went for the basic red stripes because I just like it when teams have stripes on their shirts and they just take a really simple approach to it. I did say I wanted to try something different, but that's just because I wanted to be different from what I usually do. And then I saw how utterly awful it was and I decided not to use that again. So stripes it is. I just had to add sleeve cuffs. I just think they need to be on the kit. Just works every single time. I then decided to add a retro looking collar because we're using a pretty basic looking shirt. So I do think a retro looking collar would work perfectly into this. I then decided to add another collar onto this, just so it would have a bit more of a, a personality. And the color, personally, I think the color looks great. I just had to add one more line to the outside of the color itself, because I do think it just needs to happen for this to look good. And I personally think this looks amazing. Other people kind of have different opinions, but I really like the way this looks. I then decided to add the numbers on the back with, of course, Joel on top of it with number 25. And basically, I decided to use black because the sponsors are black and I really like the way it looks with a white border. I just think it looks really good. I then found this new Galaxy font and I thought maybe I should put a pattern on top of it, but yeah, I just didn't really like the way it looked. It looked really weird. I then tried a few more patterns, but it just didn't really work. Like this one, I think the pattern itself is amazing, but it just doesn't work with this shirt. I then tried one more thing, and that's actually I tried to add a bit of detail to the collar. And I wanted to add the same thing to the sleeve cuffs, but I just didn't feel like it worked. I just liked the way it looked at this time. And just adding one color fold over onto the socks just felt right to me. So this is how we ended up with, in my opinion, a really good, solid home shirt for Girona. I really like it. I think it looks great. And of course, I have to kind of say it. But at the same time, I do genuinely think this looks amazing. So let's get onto the away kit. And the away kit is a pretty weird one, because Girona don't really have one color for their away kit. The colors they prominently use for away or third shirts are blue, like light blue, yellow and white. And I just decided to go for a white color because I just like it. I just like white kits. That sounds really horrible, but I did decide to go for a white shirt with a kind of black outline. And I did want to add stripes again I just wanted to add stripes to this shirt also, so. But it's just a bit different. I wanted to do something that they did in their last season shirts, where they cut out the stripes halfway through the shirt. And I think that looks great. And then I found this, the Portugal template from this World Cup. And I just decided to put the stripes on top of it. And I think this looks great. I don't know why, but I keep thinking this is great. I couldn't really decide whether I would make the colors of the sponsor and numbers red or black, but I just decided to go with black because I just thought it looked more like something that would really happen. And I have to say, I really like the way this shirt is coming, like Oh, I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. But I really like the way this is looking at the moment. And I tried to do a few more things. I tried once again to add like the stripy weird lines. But once again, it just looked horrible. And this time I knew what I wanted. I wanted a pattern to go across the shirt. And I really like this one. I really like this pattern. And I tried to put it like on the stripes only. But I just thought it looked weird. Then I added it to the shorts. And that just looked horrendous. So what I did is I did really like this pattern. And I genuinely thought a lot about it. So what I did was I actually changed the color of the shorts. Even though I do think that I just think the color of the shorts should be black, but I do think it makes the shirt look a lot better when the shorts are white. So this is the kit. I did decide to actually change the socks to the entire pattern, just black socks with the pattern going across it. And I really like the shirt. I really think the shirt looks insane. I just couldn't really find a way to let the shorts work, which is kind of disappointing, but you know what, it's mostly about the shirts, let's be honest. People mostly click on this video to look at how I design the shirts. So, for the third kit, this is something that I'm pretty weirdly proud about it. Like this third kit, I decided I was gonna go with yellow. I haven't made a lot of yellow kits on this channel before. Only the Dortmund home kit, basically. I think that's the only one. It could, I could be wrong. I made a lot of shirts in this series. And I decided, you know what, I'm gonna use the red, white, and red like sleeve cuffs and collar, and I think this looks fine. This looks really good. So I tried something new. I tried adding the same coloring to the sponsors and the name set on the back, and I really thought this looked great. Like so far, looked completely fine. I just thought the borders of the sponsor and kits were a bit tiny. You couldn't really see the white, but didn't really matter because I thought it looked fine. So I then just completely switched because I once again found this galaxy pattern and I fell in love with it. I just decided I had to use it. But it didn't really work on the yellow. It looks like a bruised banana and not like the Arsenal bruised banana, because I mean, I don't even like that, I'll be honest, but it's just an iconic shirt. But this looks insane. I decided to add a blue because they always, not always, but they use blue a lot of times on their third kits. So a black shirt with a blue galaxy across it, and I love this. It's so easy to make, but it's so good. It genuinely is so good. And I kind of like the way that their away shirt from this season is also like kind of like a galaxy. So it also is just a bit of a notch to that. So after all this, for you guys that haven't been on the channel before, what we do at the end of every single video is we do a ranking of the shirts that I made in that episode. So we're gonna just go from the one I like the least to the one I like the most from what we made today. So let's get straight into this with number 3, last place. And that is going to be the away kit. The shirt itself is insane to me. I really like the shirt, but the shorts, I just couldn't find a way to make it work. So yeah, it's gonna have to be third. And second place is the home kit. I really like it. I think it kind of has a retro feel to it, but still has something new about it. But it just couldn't, let's be honest, it just couldn't compete with first place. And before we go to first place, I quickly want to talk about this kit as well. I really like it. I just think it's clean, and I like the fact that it's really clean. So let's just get into number 1 now. Yes, number 1, I already talked about it. It had to be the third kit. It just had to be. Look at it. It's gorgeous. It's genuinely gorgeous. Like, this pattern is the best thing to happen to the series. And that's just gonna be it. I'm gonna end the video there. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more. Let me know what teams I should do next, and then I'll see you around and hopefully on another video. Goodbye.